Welcome, everybody, to the East of Elvins 310 podcast. Travioli coming at you on this beautiful Sunday, Cannabis Day, with the crew. We got the whole crew. Got Dawg, got ShowMe Green at the table, got the devices out. I already see 1, 2, 3 devices out, so we're ready to do this show.
Yeah.
Got Homer smoking a doobie in the background, if you can see up on the screen.
Woohoo!
Yep.
He beat us to it.
He did, actually, and there's like 5 or 6 loops. Next is Lisa, so... I want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in today. Today we are going to come at you and just tell you a little bit of what's been going on with us each individually. I picked up a new hobby, guys.
What's that?
I'm golfing.
Golf?
Who would have known? Cannabis and golf goes hand to hand together too. First person that took me was Jay from Main Street Grow Supply, and he actually is pretty damn good.
Huh.
Very impressed. I didn't know how hard it is to shoot a straight golf ball. To hit a golf ball and have it go directly straight is probably one of the hardest fucking things to do. But yeah, super fun. I love it. And so far I've taken one person that was new too, and I did better than them.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be my new strategy.
Yeah, I'm going to keep bringing somebody new.
Every time. Sorry, you only go one time and then you guys are done. I'll make
that's
you
why
love
you
it.
invited me. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I picked up my boy Blake, and me and Blake been friends for a real long time, and he was one of the first people that I slanged bud with back in the day when we were kids, younger. We're not kids, weren't toddlers. We were smoking, so we were in our teens, but yeah, so we have a history. I took him, and we were on our way out there, and he's like, man, I've never golfed before. I'm like, it's all right, dude, you're going to love it by the end of this. I haven't met one person that I took and was like, oh, I'm not going to enjoy this. He thought he wasn't. He ended up having the best time of his life. He said it's probably going to be a new addiction. I said, I know, dude, me too. I already went 3 times this last week. So it is fun to get out there in the golf cart, have a good buzz on. Edibles are your best friend.
Yeah.
So we ate the edibles on our way out there. I told Blake, I was like, dude, I'm just bullshitting with you. He said, what? And I said, I'm actually signed up for a 4-hour tournament. And I was like, you're my caddy. Yeah, he laughed, and he's like, are you fucking serious? I was like, yeah, dude, no, I'm joking. I was like, we got a golf cart and everything. So, yeah, maybe today I tried talking. I know you guys got barbecue, but it only takes about an hour at this course that I go to. So we have to actually go. I got 2 sets of clubs in the truck. I went from none to 2 sets in the truck, 24/7. and I'm not good. Yeah. And I'm not good either. So, like, I'm definitely not good. You got to watch out.
That's great.
You ever tried golfing, yo?
No, I've never been golfing.
How about you, Dawg?
I've never gone, though.
Well,
So you'd be able to beat me for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
same
going to
here,
say,
yeah.
I'm going to invite both yins
Yeah.
today.
Let's start with
because-
like mini golf.
Yeah,
Start
yeah,
with
there you go.
putt-putt.
Yeah.
Actually, that is what I thought was going to be the easiest thing, but that is actually one of the hardest things. Putting, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, a couple swings, I got lucky. I hit the green twice. Out of 9 holes, I hit the green twice on the drive. Get up there, and I spend 6 shots trying to hit it in the fucking hole. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get under 3. Nope, picked up 4, 5, 6, 7 up on the fucking green because putting is hard. It's so crazy how light you have to hit the ball. But also, again, I was on edibles, so by the middle of the course, everything's kicked in.
Yeah.
The balls are flying in the woods or in the pond. Yeah. But it's fun. We'll have to go. What you smoking on over there?
You know, I don't remember what I rolled up.
That's Dawg's specialty there.
Yeah, I rolled up a few, and when I put them in the cigarette holder, I forget what they are.
I'm eating weed over here. I'm smoking on the White Gangster.
White Gangster.
So
huh?
yeah, I bought it for the name. Then I researched a little bit, and it's actually a really good phenotype of ice cream cake.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
Oh,
tastes the ice cream cake in it. So heavy indica,
Yeah.
calming those
This is really
nerves
good.
today.
I like the cake flavoring.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, cake, runts, anything along the line of those. Usually, you know, you're gonna have a good steady high, good relaxation. The exhaust is hell. The nose, I like that. I've been hearing that a lot. Oh, the nose on that one.
Oh yeah.
Which plays a role. That's what gets my attention.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you got the device out. What are you smoking on?
Ricky's hash plant.
A Ricky's hash plant?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I got your Larry OG too. I ain't had that
Yeah,
in a minute.
the Voodoo Larry. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Triangle Kush with diesel.
Triangle Kush is always solid.
Oh,
Anything in
It
dispensary.
brings the potency, man. It's
Is that what it is?
yeah.
Yeah. It almost hits you. Just makes you straight stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I like about OGs, though.
So, J-Dawg, you got your outdoor grow started yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm actually going to start it next month.
Oh, you're gonna wait another month?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to wait until next month.
And do photos, autos,
They're all going to be photos.
photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really curious on auto outside.
I think they do just fine.
I mean, I have 2 seats up there. I might as well pop them with the other ones and
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, the auto should.
They should be just fine.
I just remember one dude, one of our listeners, and I know he probably listening, and I won't name drop, but he actually had grow lights outside in his greenhouse on his autos because he was adding more light.
Yeah.
And I just was like, man, that seems, yeah, it just makes me nervous hanging stuff outside with lights and moisture and like what all that would really, if it would damage the lights.
I don't know. They make some lights now are made for
Humidity height.
for that high humidity and everything. You know, so I don't think that you'd have to worry about it too much because you're trying to regulate your greenhouse the same as like an indoor grow. You know, you have exhaust in your greenhouse pulling air out or pushing it in.
Yeah.
So it should be just fine because they make those LED lights to get going clone tents with 100%
True,
humidity
true.
when
Right.
they first start. You know.
Yeah. And depending on where you're at and on this U.S. soil, humidity is crazy. Like even in Florida and all that, you think, like before I've seen people tell me the inside of their tents was wet because of condensation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have that problem because mine's in the garage, but I could see like if it was in like a non-insulated during like winter and stuff like that, you'd create that moisture and lock that get mold. Ugh,
Yeah.
fucking mold. You can smell it. I remember smelling I bought cheap eighth from a dispensary, and it was during the beginning, so everybody wasn't proud of what they were growing at that time. You'd smell it, and it just have that moldy smell. That, you know what I'm talking about?
Musty, that mold.
Musky. That's the word. Yeah.
musty.
Yeah.
That's not a
Musty.
terpene, yo. Musky is not a terpene. It is. Well, it does make you feel some type of way, I guess. So maybe
I've had terpenes that taste like or it smell like mothballs before, but that's not the same as musty like a damp
right.
cardboard box.
Right.
You know that's starting to grow mold up the sides. It's different. Mothballs smell different.
Yeah.
But I've never. Anytime that if I smell a bag that's like that, it's like okay, I had bud rot. There's something weird going on in here, and I'm not smoking this. You know? It's just to be on the safe side. You don't want to smoke mold.
Yeah.
You know.
We and you can't always see it either. I mean, you have to get up in that stuff. It forms so early and then it spreads so fast.
Anybody want one of these?
I do want one of those.
Want one of these?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I just can't break it to spend that, man. So I'm happy every time you bring it over. So again, my mom, she really, really enjoyed this too. She said it was like not getting nothing at all. And then the effects really hit. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. No, I really like it. Your first hit, you know, there's no smoke in it. The first 2 hits, there's no smoke, nothing. You just taste it.
Yep.
You know.
It's crazy
And
how
the
it
flavor
slows
alone.
down.
Yeah.
The flavor alone is what you want anyway. That's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that tastes amazing. That's crazy, actually, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can tell the cure on it too. Like it just is getting more and more.
Refined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed. I mean, it was great last time too. Don't think it wasn't, but like that was super tasty.
Yeah.
So
I'll pack one up for you in a minute, J-Dawg.
Yeah. Sounds good.
that's the one thing about it. I guess so dangerous to grab the end of that.
Yeah, you gotta wait for it to cool down. Don't do that.
Have you done that?
No.
No, you knew.
Yeah, I've burnt my hands on too many bangers and
Oh,
too
yeah.
many other.
Right.
That I just naturally.
Well, you know,
Kinda do it.
when I went and bought that tent from that guy, you know, he was like, "Hey, you want to hit?" I was like, "Yeah." So he heated everything up, you know, and like a dumbass, I grabbed that.
You glass the bowl.
Oh, I grabbed the bowl like
Oh,
a
no.
dummy.
Oh,
You
Oh,
know,
shit.
And I knew better.
Was you
I mean,
doing
I
was it a
sat there.
dab?
Oh yeah, I sat there
Oh.
watching him heat it all up and everything, and I'm
You went to carve it.
First thing I did.
Oh, man.
First thing I did was take a hit, and I went to lift that bowl, just because I'm so used to doing that with the bong. But yeah, it got me.
I've been fortunate enough not to do that, but I have seen my best friend do that same thing. Or I've also seen that same friend heat up like a little rhino, the little pins, and did dab, and then just set it in his fucking lap.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's not a vape pen. And again, that was a habit he had, probably just,
Yep.
Yep.
And you
No,
do.
I
You get in that habit. and
I
that's
can't
just
tell how
it.
many times, dude, I'd take and just get done with the dab, and I'd set my rig down on my desk, and I'd be reaching for my my Q-tips.
Oh.
And I would take and bump into the bowl and burn the sides of
back
my
of your
arm. You know?
all scars have history.
And then I moved my Q-tips so I wouldn't do it anymore.
That's awesome. That's definitely takes a couple times to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you happen to use. That's why I don't like the torch stuff. But you have to have it almost for things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for this they make that wand. It's like an induction
right.
heater, so you can just hold it. I'm good, man. You can just hold the end of it in there, and you hold it for. I guess it'll tell you when it's heated up perfectly, and you don't have to worry about it at all anymore. Well, I mean, this is still gonna be hot though, so.
Yeah. You don't want to throw that in your pocket.
No.
That's why it comes with a wooden box.
Yeah, it comes with a mahogany box.
So, we were speaking earlier before the show started about the cannabis and comedy.
Yeah.
So, big event coming to Park Hills. I need everybody to mark this date on their calendar if they can. If they don't have a calendar, let me know. I'll front you the money to get one. Then you can put the date on it. I need June 14th circled with a star, and I need you to put cannabis and comedy. This is going to be at the Park Hills Underground, right underneath Main Street Grow Supply. So you park in the back, big red. Oh, another one coming. Hell yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
there.
you're good. What keeps the show going.
But you're saying park
So,
around the back?
Yeah, you park around the back. There's a red awning. You can park there and walk down. This is going to be a great night. We got comedians coming from all over. They're from St. Louis. They're from out of state. They travel. They're in North Carolina, and then they're coming here on June 14th. This is Funny Man Mason. Does an amazing show. I've seen him 2 or 3 times, and it's always such a great time. You get to smoke cannabis, get to meet people, get to network with other cannabis lovers, entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah.
What else can you ask for?
Oh no, it's gonna be.
Maybe a concession
I
stand.
love comedy shows though.
There's a concession stand.
Yep.
There's a concession stand. There's a pool table. There's games. You like playing those cherries? My dad called them cherries, those little slot machines. I don't know. They got those too. And they have the studio there. So we'll probably do some recording that night. I
Yep.
can see that happening already.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. There's nothing better than having good laughs. If you've never been to a comedy show, this is your chance. You don't have to drive to St. Louis. You don't have to pay $40. This is going to be a really good night. So definitely June 4th, get out to Park Hills Underground.
Yeah, it's going to
So,
be a
June
blast.
14th.
What
June
you like
14th,
about the
mark
place?
it down.
J-Dog, what if you had to say what sticks out the most to you about the Underground?
The Underground? Oh, man, it's just such a cool... walking in, as you walk in, that's just such a cool walk down into the venue.
It seems private.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, it's almost not like a quiet room or what's those soft speak bars or something like that. Like, you're just going underneath the ground that you would never know opens up to this huge venue with all
It
these
really is
tables.
neat.
So you're not up on each other. You can go with a table. You can go with your spouse. You can go with a team of 6, a team of 8. There's room for you. There's definitely room. So you just grab a table, sit up, and enjoy some laughs. I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely
Yeah, same
be there.
here. We'll be there, be smoking.
Oh, yes.
Doing what we do.
Yes.
So, sounds like it'll be a good time. Is there, how do you get a hold of the tickets for it?
To get a hold of the tickets, I would
Main
I would
Street
go.
Grow
I would
Supply?
definitely add Main Street Grow Supply, Park Hills Underground to your social medias if you haven't already. And if you have, go back to that page and re-like stuff because you probably aren't seeing all the new cool shit that's popping up on there.
Right.
Fucking what's that called? Algorithm?
The algorithm?
Yeah, fuck that shit. That's a whole nother podcast. That's what we need Chuck on. That's what Chuck D needs to come on and talk to us about, is how internet does that, because he knows some of that shit.
Yeah, he knows a lot more
And if
about
he
it
don't,
than me.
if he don't, he'll make you believe in whatever he thinks. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was a fun episode having him on.
it is. One of these days, Ethan, my brothers get in. We'll have Nick, Ethan, and Chuck, and have us all on there.
Oh yeah,
Around a circle table, it'd be fun.
yeah. It'd be cool to like all just go out and go to a dinner or something, or go to an event like the comedy club, something like that.
That would be so.
That'd be
so
really
dope.
cool. You wanna see that
Well, we
comedy
need to
show?
tell Chuck about it, because, like I said, tell everybody you're hearing it. Tell at least 5 people for us. We appreciate you, and we'll make sure you get a good buzz on. I promise that.
Yep.
That always happens underground.
It's guaranteed.
Other than that, big interview still. We got Mariosha coming up on June 1st, which is going to be a very interesting interview. Looking forward to hearing about the different generations of cannabis, taking it back to her first time of usage.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be neat, fun.
Oh yeah, it's always cool to take and hear what, it wasn't something we lived through, their level of the war on drugs. So I always like talking to people that took and lived through it. They're the ones that got us where we are now.
Right. AKA, we call old heads because we respect them people.
Yeah.
They're the ones that taught us the culture. So, mad respect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it would be cool if there was like a time capsule that,
Man, that does taste good.
Yeah.
if there was a time capsule that would, you could look at the bud actually from back then.
Shit, I mean, you can take and Google it. Take and look at the old Super Sativa Seed Club's catalog and look at what Skunk One looks like in it. You can still find all those pictures. That Neville's.
I think I've seen it. It's super larfy, ain't it?
It's very,
Like it was very
it's
airy
loose.
and- yeah.
It's loose. And
No density.
But because of that generation, look at what we have now. They
Right.
brought it forward.
Right.
So, we got a lot of thanks to give those guys that went through all that, and girls, and just guys.
I think I'm gonna, before I go golf today after the show, I think I'm gonna start some plants when I get back.
Mm-hmm.
I got them sitting there, just ain't put them in the pots yet. But you think I should go with like a 7, 10? What's a good outside pot growth?
The bigger you can go, the better. That
Bigger.
way you're not watering it as much and it has more food. And so the biggest pot you got, go ahead and put one in it.
How about straight in the ground?
I've never done straight in the ground. Have you?
Nope.
No. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it.
I know
really
that
don't.
I've had almost went root bound. I've had tilt a pot up and bust the bottom of it, and so that the roots would go through the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But I never have done straight ground.
Yeah, I imagine if you got, what I would do then is take and get like a big fabric. Well, no, I guess I haven't grown a lot of outdoors.
That's what a lot of people
you grow in
use, though.
plastic or?
Last year I did fabric pots.
Yeah,
And,
fabric.
And actually, that was a good thing because the roots did grow down.
That's why I was
into
saying
the ground,
if you
so-
used a fabric pot, then they
Yeah.
could take and grow straight through the netting.
yeah,
just
and
go
it
down.
did.
Okay,
So I
okay.
mean that was a good thing.
Yeah.
That must be why they use those in big outdoor grows. I've seen it like even in Cali.
Well, they have the ones.
Them have like 30. God, I don't even know how big that fucker would be. Probably 50 gallon, 30, 50
I've seen
gallon.
100.
Probably 100-gallon
Yeah.
pots. Yeah,
That's so much soil.
it is.
It is, dude.
I'd hate to
It's-
fill it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. You
Yeah.
definitely have to go to Main Street Grow Supply for that.
I need that pallet right there,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Roger.
that's gonna be about $2,000.
Hey, Roger, go throw that in the back of the truck.
Yeah, get to work.
Yep. He'd do it, though.
Yes, he would.
Oh yeah. Yep. Great service over there. Good knowledge.
So on my grow over there, my strawberry bananas, one's doing really super good. Healthy, the same pack. One looks like I got its little miniature mini-me. So it's like, I don't know what's going on with that one. I think it's weird how I always have like one does that tap out thing. And I think it did it again.
Mm.
I'm not sure what it is. I never had that problem before. But it's flowering, so there's going to be bud
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're going to have to get one of those, aren't you, J-Dog?
What's that? Yeah, I really like
I
that. I just like the flavor. I mean,
Yeah.
that tastes so good.
That's why, yeah, it's definitely just like chewing on the bud.
Mm.
And I know it don't sound appealing, but if you
No.
get one that smells,
It
and
tastes the same way
really
it
well-
smells.
Exactly.
So I'm looking forward to the strawberry bubbles coming back and getting to try it in that. That's gonna be really.
Oh yeah,
good.
that'll be a treat.
Yeah, it's almost like a dessert, man. That
Yeah.
strawberry bubbles.
It's
That's how it was last time. It was so sweet. It was. I hadn't had anything like it. It wasn't berry either. You know, it reminded me of strawberry, like
Yeah.
a candy kind
Yeah.
of strawberry.
I love when
So-
you get a good strawberry strain or a good guava.
Yeah.
Like both those are usually,
Yep.
and they're both crosses, ain't they? Ain't that some of the
Yeah,
siblings?
that cross is actually mimosa cross to strawberry guava.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that mimosa. God, I love mimosa.
Yeah, it's got
Mm.
both. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Kayaking's around the corner.
Yeah, it's about time too.
We should get a plant and go put out on the island like we did last year.
Yeah, we can.
'Cause, we lost it, so we have to take our kayaks out there. Were you on that trip with me? Was
I
it
think so. Was it, all three of us went.
Yeah.
all
who
three?
else?
Holy shit!
Well,
yeah,
I wasn't there when you planted it.
but you
Yeah,
went
I wasn't there when you planted it,
Okay, okay.
but,
but
we all
when-
went.
when-
Oh, I went with Alex,
Yeah.
my old owner, and yeah, we went out there and I planted that. It had that storm and that water. We had
Yeah.
all that rain,
Yeah.
and I think it just washed it away.
Well, it's really rocky,
Yeah.
so that's really rough soil for that because it's
Well,
rocky
it was
clay.
dirt. Yeah, it was with clay. You're right.
Yeah, so cannabis plants don't like clay very much. Man,
Well,
their
shit.
roots can't penetrate it.
So we're gonna have to buy some fucking dirt,
Or kayak it out.
kayak it out to get this plant started. So, for you listeners out there, if you want to follow it, don't steal this weed from us. Let it. We're gonna grow it. We're gonna dry it. We're gonna go out here to that special place. We're gonna go out to the island and get this flower going. I just think it'd be really cool. And being out on the island, there's no deer, so nothing should like eat it.
You wouldn't think so.
We just got to figure out a good way for water to be able to get to it. Besides what I did, I built a trench, not knowing what water's going up or down or what. But roots usually will find it if it's close. I know a couple people that grow on their pond, around the pond, and it feeds into the lake. And I'm like, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know any negatives of that could happen, except for a storm blowing it in the water or something like that.
Yeah. Did you guys get any of that hail that happened on Friday?
Fuck yeah.
Dude.
That's why the cushions on the chair
Yeah.
are ripped from fucking
From that
hail.
hail? Dude, that
Which is
hail
crazy.
smashed us in Farmington. And like we had quarter size hail, and it was coming down like a flood in the valleys of my house, and we had piles, like giant thick piles of hail.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Right? So I was thinking about that. It's like, man, for an outdoor grower, if one of those blows through here,
Oh.
because I
done.
was watching the trees, dude, it was raining leaves. They were just all torn to shit, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
So like, if you're an outdoor grower and you just had that hailstorm come through,
You'd just be
I feel-
disgusted.
I feel bad for you. honestly. So I was thinking if something like that comes through with that little plant out there, it's just not meant to be. That's
very true. I've had storm, not hail, but storm, gusts of wind so strong that it ripped branches off my plant, which sucks because they get really long, and then they're just very vulnerable at that
yeah.
point. I would go get bamboo sticks. Just, if anybody has that trouble, what I would do is I'd stick them down, 4 of them in that pot, and I'd get some twine, and I would make it like tie it around that, and just gave it like a ring to fight,
Yeah.
ring to fight in, basically.
essentially, yeah.
Basically. But that would help a little bit of it. But I still lost branches. So outdoor, it's just so risky.
Especially here,
Yeah.
in the Midwest. Our weather is always changing.
It's
so
so
fast.
bad.
Yeah.
So it'll be sunny and you're getting just dumped on.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Raining
at all.
its ass off, and it's daylight.
Yep.
Complete daylight. Did it the other day.
Yep.
You know, I didn't even see the hail.
Really.
Oh man, we had 2 rounds of it, didn't we?
You know my no, we just had like one 10-minute round of it in Farmington.
Actually, I thought it was worse out towards you, towards Madison County. I thought it was.
No.
No, my in-laws, they live out towards Fredericktown. They said they didn't get any hail
They didn't?
either.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I get
didn't- I didn't see
confused
any of
because
it.
Madison County. I'm stoned, watching the news, and it's like Madison County, and I instantly always think Fredericktown. But there's Madison County, Illinois, and are
yeah.
listening. So
Yeah.
I must have been tuned into the wrong Madison
Yeah.
County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a tornado in St. Louis. Though.
Yeah, I was
mean,
just gonna say, man. Speaking of the
downtown
damage,
St. Louis too.
Yeah, Clayton-
downtown got
Clayton.
hit. St. Louis.
My boss is still without power up there, which is nuts.
Oh.
People ain't never hear about tornadoes going through the city.
No,
Right,
not,
yeah.
right, not a
Normal-
city, not like that.
No, the wind gets broken up by the big buildings too much, you know, and it's not like it's an open plain.
And it's
that's
so
what's
hilly.
nuts.
It's so hilly. We don't got mountains, but Missouri's very hilly. And I just can't see a storm, you know, riding the. You always hear Oklahoma flat plains,
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
or at the airport, it's flat. But like in the middle of town, that's crazy.
Yeah. So if any of our listeners live up there,
Yeah.
we feel for you, and I
Definitely.
hope you and yours are safe.
Right. That's 100% true. There were so many people in the zoo.
Yeah. The zoo,
Luckily,
man.
luckily, no animals got
Dude.
loose or hurt.
I was talking about that yesterday. Like, oh shit, there's a Bengal tiger walking down the
Oh.
sidewalk.
In
You
St.
know?
Louis. In St. Louis.
Or like, imagine if the gorilla exposure got hit, and then one's like trying to climb the arch. You know, so I was thinking
Yeah,
like
King
King
Kong.
Kong. You know? I was like, this is where my stoner brain goes.
Be up at the top of the arch.
Be a new commercial out if that happened. Well, with that being said, guys, it was a good little sesh. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see you on June 14th, which we will be talking about on all episodes. We will be there. I'll go ahead and we'll call that there. J-Dog will have the camera up. We'll get in photos, so you guys
Yep.
come get photos with us anyways. That'd be awesome, just so
Yep.
we can get that in our...
That would be really cool.
yeah, work on that
definitely.
library.
Yeah.
Start getting photos for it
Yeah.
because he's already started the portfolio. So J-Dog, I appreciate you for doing that. Show Me Green, I appreciate you taking time to joining me and talking on this Cannabis Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And I thank you, listeners. So thank you, follow, subscribe, tell a friend, subscribe on their phones.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us.
See ya.
Peace.